Welcome to the module on delivering services. At the end of this module, you'll be able to summarize the role of the youth peer mentor and differentiate between acceptable and unacceptable mentoring activities. Youth peer mentoring is a service with specific objectives. This is unlike traditional mentoring practices that you may see with organizations like Big Brothers and Big Sisters. The purpose of this service is for youth to learn to self-advocate for the services and supports that are beneficial to them and to connect with those services and supports. Mentors should deliver services one-on-one with the customer. That means they can meet with only one youth at a time. However, they can be assigned to more than one customer. There is no limit on the number of customers to which a mentor can be assigned. That will largely depend on the mentor's ability and availability to serve each customer. Helping the customers find their voice and practice self-advocacy skills means the mentor should not be in the habit of just doing things for the customer. Whether making inquiring phone calls to organizations or scheduling meetings, youth should always be encouraged to do these things for themselves. The mentor should be modeling behaviors and helping the youth do these activities, providing a lot of support in the beginning and gradually allowing the youth to conduct these activities more independently by the end of the service. VR has expectations of the types of activities that would occur throughout the course of service delivery. Examples of acceptable service activities include informing the youth of services available from the community service organization, assisting the youth in application processes, helping the youth schedule orientation meetings with the organization, helping the youth identify professional or social online networks, coaching the youth on interpersonal communication and networks, discussing college options and arranging campus tours, securing a professional mentor in the youth's desired career field, helping the youth participate in job fairs. In every instance, the mentor should act as a support. The customer should be driving this process more and more until they are functioning independently of the peer mentor. For example, in the beginning, the mentor may make the phone calls to schedule orientation meetings with organizations while the youth observes. By the end of the service, the youth should be able to make those calls on his own. VR may provide supports for participating in acceptable services activities, including transportation, assistive services, and devices. Mentors should not transport youth. VR counselors will discuss these needs with the youth before beginning services. If you discover that the youth needs these services and is not receiving them from VR, please discuss this with the VR counselor. The list of unacceptable activities includes hanging out, shopping, watching movies, playing games, eating out, and transporting. These activities are not eligible for payment, and as a reminder, it is never acceptable for a mentor to transport a customer. VR recognizes these activities are often the types of activities that take place in traditional mentoring relationships. Socializing with the youth is how the mentor builds rapport. However, VR's youth peer mentoring program is a service with specific objectives and expected outcomes. Activities solely centered on socializing that do not support the goal should not be engaged in and cannot be billed for. For example, a mentor may meet with the youth during a lunch break to discuss plans for contacting community service organizations or even make some phone calls. A mentor should not take the youth out to eat solely to share lunch and socialize. If you are unsure about what is acceptable, consult with the counselor beforehand. Connecting with a community service organization is the foremost objective while teaching the youth to advocate for him or herself. Mentors should help youth learn about these organizations and what they have to offer. A mentor may show the youth where or how to look up information about organizations that provide the types of supports beneficial to youth and adults with disabilities. For example, If a youth is interested in attending college, mentors may help them learn how to research all of the supports and services that a college offers to youth with disabilities. A referral to social engagement support groups help youth who may be socially isolated benefit from support groups of individuals with disabilities. And employment-related social networking will help youth explore career paths or jobs based on their interests and learn how to express themselves professionally. Mentors should encourage participation and discuss how the customer can get the most out of the activity. Positive reinforcement is key. The mentor should keep the individual focused on personal, achievable goals and discourage the individual from comparing themselves to others. In summary, the goal of youth peer mentoring is to help youth gain independence and practice self advocacy skills. Mentoring should be done one on one, and all activities must support the goal of independence. Traditional socializing, like hanging out, watching movies, etc., cannot be billed for. VR provides supports like technology and transportation, so mentors should never transport customers. Thank you for completing this VR Youth Peer Mentoring module. You should now be ready to take the associated test. To access the test, return to the Vendor Resources page on rehabworks.org and choose the test that corresponds with this training. Remember, you must complete all 5 modules and pass their associated tests before you can apply to deliver services. If you have questions, please contact VR Transition Youth at vr.fldoe.org.